Of high performers are building their morning routines backward. Today, we flip the script on everything you think you know about peak performance on Mornings in the Lab. Hey, good morning. Welcome to Mornings in the Lab, where we turn science. Oh, baby, we turn science into results. I'm your host. I'm Keith Bilous. And hey, quick heads up. This is an R-rated experience. Marty's in the lab. Yeah, he's here this morning for the loop, so you better put the headphones on. You never know what's going to drop out of Marty's mouth. Today, we're breaking down the science of peak performance with Dr. Ford Dyke. Listen. When Team USA needed to rewrite what's possible, rewrite, what is this, Bugs Bunny? When Team USA needed to rewrite what's possible, they called Ford. They didn't call GM or Chevy. I know, Marty, it's not a good joke. I'm trying. Anyways, when the Paralympic athletes needed to break barriers, they called Ford. Yeah, they did. They called Ford and John Anderson, and they didn't call John or Rich. No, they called Ford Dyke. They called Ford. Yes, John and Richie are also here, and Kristina. Listen, we know where Kristina was yesterday. We're gonna check into the history of Kristina Flynn this morning and see if she's around or if she's busy being a parent. And of course, Jory Jansen's back here today. We're gonna talk cholesterol on the fat side of things. We talked about fat and ketosis earlier this week. We're gonna keep talking then about cholesterol and how the good cholesterol, the bad cholesterol, the good fat, bad fat, all that fat. Coming up later this morning with Jory Jansen in the protein break at about 8:48 in the morning. And of course, we got the League of Business Athletes are live right now. We're looking for 10 leaders. 10 leaders, you guys, if you're rolling over right now, you're looking for an edge, get started. Come join us. 10 leaders ready to put 100 days, 100 hours, one focus. The question is, will you qualify? Hey, listen, your credit card's not good enough. Nope. You got to have the credit card. You got to have the energy. Most importantly, you got to have the attitude. Yes, listen, follow, subscribe, hit that like button, and let's get into this experience. Jimmy, I'm going to move my head over here. We're going to bring up the crew. We got Johnny in black on black with the cigar. We got Richie in. I think that might be oatmeal. I don't know if it's oatmeal.
Oh, my God.
It's a running shirt, man. I don't know.
Okay, it's a running shirt, Richie says. And, of course, we got the man with the button. I'm really excited that we got Marty Christopher Martin here today, boys.
What's up, man?
That is awesome. Marty, I said to you yesterday, you sent me a text. I said, how was the show? And I'm like, Marty, I said, the show was good, but I lost. I logged in the morning and you weren't there. And the good thing about kind of today's show is that when I first started this whole experience back in May of last year, March, I started with Nicole Bernard, with Shaking Nicole. And then Nicole had some changes to life. And then Marty joined up the show. And then Johnny hangs out. And then Johnny joins the show. And then all of a sudden, Marty's got some obligations. And I'm like, hey, where the fuck's Marty? So good to have you here this morning, pal. We got Marty in for the first 15 minutes of the loop to get check up with him. And Marty's in the yellow, maybe green, less brunch is more crunch.
Yeah, there's nothing yellow about that, baby. If you're seeing yellow in there, brother, you're colorblind as a motherfucker. Let's just be straight.
The sunglasses got some dye in them or something.
Yeah, you've been smoking too much of that goddamn cannabis this morning, brother.
It's exactly yes. Yeah, no, I've been really fucking running is what I've been doing there, Ryan. So we're gonna keep you a couple moments here. But hey, listen, what research actually shows us about peak performance is that your brain, and listen, Johnny knows this. Your brain makes 35,000 decisions every day. But the quality of those decisions, they're determined by how you engineer your first 90 minutes. And I'm going to tell you, Nation, the guys on this phone, the guys on this call might even say, the guys on this show might
Here we go.
That your morning, it was late night, guys. I was at the hockey game last night. They might even say that the last 90 minutes before you go to bed the night before is how you're going to determine your morning. Listen, most people start their days with reactively. They check their emails, they scroll the feeds, they chase urgency. But what if you could redesign everything, starting with your brain's operating system? It's not motivation talking, neuroscience. Johnny, Richie, Marty, let's get into it. Richie, did you go for a run this morning?
I did a 2-hour run, and then I did a 1-hour strength workout in the gym. So I doubled up today.
Holy shit.
Nice.
Yeah, let's fucking go.
Yeah. And then Marty, what have you done this morning, Marty, already?
So let me give you, this is why I wanted to get on the show. I wanted to share with you guys. So I'm going to try to make it quick too.
Yeah.
So my dad is in town, right?
Yes.
So my dad calls me. He's they're doing a celebration for his Georgetown basketball team that won the championship.
Fun.
years ago.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're getting dinner. I'm like, all right, I got to go to dinner after training, after working this new job. So I didn't get my workout yesterday. I'm tired as fuck. I'm not on the morning show.
Oh.
So I say, look, I got to have a good morning. I woke up this morning, did my stretch, had my coffee. Now I feel like I'm back.
Yes,
that's it, baby. That's it. It's
and
all
I was
about,
like, let me hop on the show.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know
it's all about setting the stage, baby. Right out of bed.
Right.
Like you only get one chance to make a first impression on the loop.
Yes.
I agree.
Good morning, Jack Dugan. I see you there in the comments. Good to see you there, brother. I love having you tune in every single day. We get the super fan, the number one, the day one, or Jack Dugan joining us here this morning. And your nation, Johnny, Marty, let's keep shining the light on Richie. Let's keep shining the light on Marty here, because Marty, a lot of guys go through what you've gone through. All of a sudden, you got a new job, your routines change, and kids are calling, dads are calling, moms are calling, and you're like, oh, hold on a second here. I'm out of sorts. And you know what, Marty? It would have been really easy for you to not get your shit together today.
Yep.
And it would have been easier to maybe go to back what was comfortable. Okay, I went out for dinner and I'm going to sleep in today. I'm tired. And because it's so easy, right?
Nope.
Yeah, you're right. It was super easy, but now I got to get back on my routine. Like I said, I'm back feeling like myself because of the morning routine.
Yeah.
There's a part of the philosophy that we got to point out for the listeners is that once you get deep enough into this side of the fence, you can't unsee it. It's real. You dig on the morning routine a little bit. You start, oh, this is cool. You're 1 foot in, 1 foot. It's real easy to back out on that one. But once you've actually really put some effort into it, you've dialed it in for you. And because most people don't know how bad they feel until they finally feel good. Once you see that, you can't unsee it. You can't unring that bell. So just remember, there's a side to all this that's addicting.
Yes. So those of you that are wondering where our beloved colleague and producer, Kristina Flynn, is, yesterday we acknowledged the fact that Kristina was busy being a parent. And I chatted with Kristina, and let's check in with Jimmy. Let's check in with Kristina. Let's call her up here and see if she's available here. Oh, hold on.
That's okay.
As we can see, Kristina Flynn is still busy. Yep. Marty, yesterday and the last few days, it's been a pacifier or soother or whatever you want to call it, removal few days for Kristina's children or son. So it was like, hey, you're not getting soother anymore. And that was the result of yesterday. Yeah, exactly.
Good luck to her.
It's like us men when the honey says, no, you know what? I don't think that we're going to have any action for a while. You're like, wait a minute.
Hold on. If your lady's saying that, you're doing it wrong.
Oh,
If you're giving her what she wants, she's never going to say that.
This is true. There's probably some truth to that. I can't argue with that whatsoever.
Yeah, it's some truth, and it's a little bit of bullshit too, John. But hey,
a little bit of
bullshit.
You older than me, so you know a little more than me. So I'm gonna let you rock.
The thing about what people understand is we have much more control, and I don't mean this in a bad way. We have much more control of how others are going to behave around us based upon how we behave.
Yes.
That's true.
Yeah. There's certainly truth to that. 100% truth to that.
I just wanted to get you going, John. That was it.
I love you. You just pushed me to drop more nuggets, baby.
There we go.
So since we got Marty on this morning for a few minutes, I thought I'd throw this one on the table here this morning because I've been wanting to chat about with Marty, but we lost time earlier this week. We talk about morning routines on the show. We talk basketball, we talk sports, talk athletics, and I know Marty's a big LeBron James fan. Marty, Bronny drops $1.5 million annually to maintain peak performance on his body. Thoughts on that?
Oh, first of all, you said Bronny, not Bronny's the baby.
You're right. I meant LeBron. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
But a lot of people don't invest in themselves, and then they look up and they wonder why they're injured, why they can't perform how they want to. But it's amazing. His trainer definitely deserves it. He's on year 22.
His trainer?
LeBron is.
LeBron is, yes.
That's fucking crazy. Guys usually hanging it up at year 22, or they sitting on the bench or doing their farewell tour. He's still in the All-Star race. So
crushing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. So his daily routine, guys, maybe you don't know this, but I found this quite fascinating. So on game day, he wakes up at 6:30 a.m. He does a 10-15-minute cold plunge with Shaking Adam House. So talking to Adam this morning. He warms up. He naps from noon till 2. And I want to come back to the napping part because he really emphasizes that. And then he engages in core muscle strengthening, stretching, and massage before a 7 p.m. game. His diet, he prioritizes, Johnny, whole organic foods. He avoids sugar, fried, and processed foods, though he enjoys a post-game glass of wine. Recovery, he does cold plunge, he does red light therapy, he has hyperbaric oxygen chamber, cryotherapy, and pneumatic leg compression. But boys, his emphasis, and I want to emphasize this because we talk about it all the time, but it just, we got to maybe beat the drum home. He emphasizes sleep as his top health priority, optimizing his rest environment with minimal screen time and a cool room is what he does. And he says this approach, blending cutting edge technologies, gets some quality sleep, which gives him credits for his longevity and his sustained high performance. Guys, I think the problem with sleep is we all don't think we're doing anything when we're sleeping, so we don't want to sleep.
I've said so many times on this show that sleep is the most anabolic factor that we know. Now let's hear the imitation, baby. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me, baby.
I tell my clients all the time, if you don't sleep, you don't deserve to train. You don't deserve to train.
You don't get to train. It's a privilege. It's a privilege. That's right.
No, I absolutely agree with that, though.
Yeah, but it's funny because we all don't want to sleep. It's society has FOMO. With Shake and Joe Fontana, good to see you.
What's up, Joe?
It's like we all have FOMO, and yet we got to sleep. And then you look at a guy like Richie, who just hangs out with his buddy at the Moab a couple weeks ago, or last week, whatever it was, and it's, I'm going to sleep for 10 minutes every hour so I can go crush 150 or 100 and somewhat miles, whatever he ran.
240.
Dude, yes, yeah. Oh, sorry to underestimate it.
You can also gamify it, right? Because it's not just about the hours of sleep. So yesterday I was really sore. And this morning I woke up feeling amazing, and I only got 6.5 hours of sleep. Okay. Which my REM sleep, or my deep sleep, was the majority of my sleep. I slept that deeply. And so when I start looking, if I wake up and I know my head's out, I look at what in check. If I wake up sore, I look at my deep sleep. It wasn't in check. So you can gamify it and try and get those numbers higher. But if you're waking up sore every morning, man, you got to hit that deep sleep, try some melatonin or work on some mindfulness before bedtime.
Before we say goodbye to Marty, Richie, I think we should bring you on. We should have a deeper dive discussion here in the coming weeks or days or weeks. I'd love to talk to you about sleep in the military, being able to sleep on a fucking rock or on the side of a road, or just because I got to think that you need to learn how to sleep when you're out in the theater, out at war. Am I wrong?
It's the same thing as training for a race, right? Like you're in your training, that's when you're getting all of your rest. When the race happens, you have trained for that race. So you're not out on an operation getting zero sleep for weeks at a time. Your commanders are smarter than that. They're going to bring you back in for some little R&R time. But sometimes like the mission doesn't go around your fucking sleep. Like you got to fucking put your head up against a window or on a rock and figure it the fuck out. But look, man, you go back and you do a reset, and then you come back out and you do it all over again. So look, these guys aren't walking around like fucking zombies.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, and for the quick tip for those that want to start improving their sleep, the simplest, most effective way is have a set bedtime. We all have alarms to wake up. Have an alarm to go to bed. If you start regimenting your bedtime, your circadian rhythm will catch on. Richie talks about how he tracks his sleep. I track my sleep with knowing, am I waking up how I feel, like he's talking about, but I'm also knowing about, am I waking up before my alarm? Because if I'm resting efficiently, I'll wake up shortly before my alarm. If I'm not resting efficiently, I'll sleep to the alarm.
Yes. Marty, a couple words for you before you got to go, brother.
No, absolutely, man. The sleep is, I've gotten my sleep in check, looking at my production in the gym, looking at production with my clients, just production and just leveling up. So sleep is everything.
There you go. Jack Dugan, get some sleep today, brother. And Nation, I'm going to invite you to think about something. We always rush to our meeting with our lawyer. We always rush to that most important business meeting. We always rush to that meeting with everybody else. Hey, you know what? Maybe you have a meeting with yourself today and it's called sleep. Think about that. Marty, we'll see you later, pal. Have a good one.
See y'all Monday, man.
Bye, Marty.
Four hour on Monday.
I love that. I love that you're here this morning. That's awesome. All right, Ford Dyke's coming up. He's going to join us here in about 60 seconds. Ford, we're looking at you, brother. I know you're coming in here. One of the OGs in the morning show, guest number 2.